Hey guys, Brittany here from Pennies and Pearls, and I'm in my PJs, so you know what that means. Time for another one income family budget update. That's right, we share with you guys our entire budget down to the exact dollar. We share with you guys what it looks like in our bank account, where our money is being spent, how we manage our money, how we run our budget. The reason we decided to share this information with you guys is because I had seen other people do it. I think it's very helpful to see ways that other families, maybe in similar circumstances, are managing their budget. That way you can take that information home with you, take it to your budget with you, maybe do a few tweaks because every family is completely different. So if you guys want to take a look at our budget, take a look at our numbers, we are a family of 5 on a 1 income budget. We live in San Diego, California, so it is not cheap to live here. I don't say that in any sort of like bragging way at all, but my point is that our cost of living is a little bit higher and we're still making it work on 1 income. So we want to share that with you guys. So if that sounds interesting to you, then you're going to want to stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Like I said, my name is Brittany from Pennies into Pearls, and here on this channel is where I share with you guys all ways to save money to help you guys live your dream life on less, which in a nutshell, helping you guys find ways to save money in any little way possible. That way you can actually use your money that you have earned and spend it the way you want to. I do these budget updates every month, and I've been really good at getting them out the last couple months, so I'm moving forward into January. I continue to share them as long as you guys find them helpful. So we have a lot of fun on this channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new. So let's jump into it. This is the budget update for November 2016. I'm a little bit behind, but the holidays, are just busy. So here I am. I'm going to share it with you guys. There's a couple updates for you guys that I'm really excited to share with you. So let's just jump on in. The first thing would be that November was our first month of living completely debt-free since we've been married. And let me just tell you guys that it has felt amazing. You guys, if you're new or maybe you missed the video, I shared our complete debt-free story. Also, I collaborated with a couple other YouTube channels that I love, so make sure and go check out that video. I will link it for you guys right here and then also down in the description box below this YouTube video. November being our first month completely debt-free has freed up a lot of money. In just a couple moments, I'm going to take you guys into my computer and we will look at exactly where we were spending all that money. Also, you guys have been requesting to have a template of the same budget that we use, the same budget template that we use for our family. So I have that ready for you guys. There's a link down below where you guys can go and download those templates. So it's exactly what we use here on the computer. And then I know that some people like to do the pen and paper, which is totally cool. So I have a template made up for you guys to print off as well. So that is finally ready for you guys. Eventually what I'm going to do is a step-by-step video on how we actually use our budget, the template, our Excel spreadsheet, how we use it on a very regular basis. I'm always looking at it at least once a week, which is what you guys should definitely be doing. You need to stay on top of your finances and making sure that everything is where it needs to be. So you definitely want to go grab those. A lot of you had requested, and so I got it together finally for you guys. So make sure you go and grab that ASAP, go get it. And then the third big thing with this budget update for November would be that we decided to cut back on our overtime for my husband this month. And really also for the coming weeks in December, we decided to have husband home on Thanksgiving, to have him home during the Christmas holiday, to kind of cut back on our overtime. As you are setting up your budget, you're really gonna have to evaluate what you value in your day-to-day living. And though we are strong believers in hustling and working your booty off to get your debt paid off, to work towards your goals, you also have to remember that there is a time and a season for everything, and we just felt that this month of November and the month of December, having him home with us more was something that we valued more than having the extra overtime and that extra money to go into our now savings, since we don't have to pay off any more debt. So when I bring you over to the computer, you guys will see exactly what money we were able to put into savings and then what money maybe we missed out on, though I'm not looking at it as missed out because it was a decision that we made on our values. So let me take you over to the computer and I will show you guys exactly how we broke down our budget for the month of November. All right, here it is, you guys. This is exactly what you use when we go in to pay a budget. All of this stuff goes into it. Don't forget that you can go down below and click the link for the free budget template, and you guys will get this exact, well, maybe not exact. I've actually reorganized it so it's a little easier for you guys to understand, but pretty much this exact Excel spreadsheet or a printable version of this spreadsheet, which that way you can pick and choose which one you would rather use. If you're a paper person, got that covered. If you're a digital person, here you go. So don't forget to download that. So let me just walk you through this really quick. Not much changes on our day-to-day or our month-to-month budget, except for a couple minor things. So let me just explain to you guys. Right here, this area over here is mainly where we're going to be paying attention. So right here is what our total monthly expenses look like minus some bills. And then down here, so this right here is monthly, and then down here is what's broken out, the cash that we pull out per paycheck. So we get paid every other week. So we usually get paid twice a month. Sometimes, like the month of December, we're going to get paid 3 times. So every paycheck, this is the cash breakdown for what we are currently paying out. Just a quick breakdown. So this is what we pull out every paycheck. So about twice a month, this is what we pull out in cash, and they go into our cash envelopes. I will link you guys to a video I did on how to set up a cash envelope system. So our monthly groceries, we pull out $150. So keep in mind, again, I get this question almost every single time I do a budget update, which is totally cool. I love your questions. So let me just explain it clearly that these right here are per paycheck. So you can double this, and then that is what our budget is for the month. So monthly groceries, we pull out $150. Weekly groceries, $50. Diapers, $20 a paycheck. Miscellaneous purchases, $80. And that's just for like cleaning supplies, toiletries, all of the like miscellaneous household things, paper for the printer, ink for the printer, you know, anything random that we have on our list that we keep going on the fridge throughout the month. We put aside $20 for coupon shopping, then $50 for our fun budget, $25 for Christmas, yearly expenses $60, which we recently bumped that up, gifts $20 a paycheck, and then clothes $30 a paycheck. So if you look over here in this area, this is going to be another important area for you guys to pay attention to. So this is what generally we do. Now, if you were paying attention, we didn't put quite this much into savings in the month of November because we decided to not do as much overtime. So which is going to roll into December because overtime, you know, goes 2 weeks ahead is when we actually get paid for the overtime. Does that make sense? So anyways, you'll see that falling into our December and January paychecks because we're not doing as much overtime. But typically, this is what it looks like, and I'm going to pull you guys over to our savings tab over here and show you guys exactly what we put in. But this, in a nutshell, is what our budget currently looks like. So our first paycheck, these are the bills that we pay for. Second paycheck, these are the bills that we pay for. This right here, bi-monthly expenses, right here, is just half of this total right here. So this is our monthly expenses. Again, this number here is half of this number here. Does that make sense? Leave me a question if you have any misunderstandings about that. So rent, we put away $600 per paycheck. So again, our rent is $1,200 a month, but each paycheck we're paying $600 into a savings account. So that way at the first of the month, it just automatically gets taken out. We pay 10% tithing, so this number changes depending on what our paycheck is, but this is a ballpark. Then our car insurance comes out of our first paycheck. Water is usually $135. Savings, typically we do $425 each paycheck. We put $60 from each paycheck towards a kid's savings account, and we use that money for like preschool registration or soccer. We haven't done that yet, but that's an example of, you know, kids accounts. Maybe the kids need supplies for school. That's where that money would come from there. Bi-monthly expenses, I explained that that's half of this total. Then we pay a separate motorcycle insurance, and then our Netflix gets taken out at the beginning of the month, so that comes out of our first paycheck. Then our second paycheck, we pay $169 for our phone bill, which I am totally going to be looking into Republic Wireless. Has anyone ever used Republic Wireless? I've heard amazing things about it. I know that I can't use my iPhone. That's my hang up. So I'm looking into it in the year 2017, Republic Wireless, and getting that bill down to under $100, which is going to be amazing, hopefully. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Second paycheck, we also pay out our SDG bill, which is just our San Diego Gas and Electric. It totally changes. In the summertime, our bill's around like $40. In the wintertime, it can get up to like over $100 because we use our heater in San Diego. I know, funny, but we do. Again, we take out savings. Rent is $600 each paycheck, $1,200 a month. Cox, we just pay for internet. That's it. No cable or satellite or anything like that. Again, our tithing is 10% that we pay on all of our increases. And then again, kids account, and then half of our monthly expenses goes right here to our bi-monthly expenses. So you can see it's nice to have these separated out, which you will have this set up in your template if you download it. So you know, okay, each paycheck we need to be bringing in at bare minimum to cover these expenses. We need to be bringing in a bare minimum of about $2,300. You can see right here, about $2,300 each paycheck to be bare minimum. That is what we need. So there you have that. And so let's move over to, let's just take a peek at this real quick. Oh, they're all zero. That's right. We don't have to pay any more loans. Yay! You guys have to check out our like debt-free story. I'm really excited about it. Okay, so over here, we've changed our goals a little bit. So our goal is to start looking for our first home to purchase. Yay! In the year 2017, we pretty much have a lender set up, so we're excited to meet with him as soon as the new year starts. This is our first goal, is to put aside $5,000 for closing costs. I'm hoping that that's going to be enough. That number might have to be bumped up. Again, we don't really know. Let me know what you guys think. And as we go through that whole home buying process, we are going to be very open with all the numbers, how much we are looking at spending, and how the lending process goes, all of that information. So if there's anything that you're curious about, make sure to leave me those comments. So we're trying to save $5,000 for closing costs, which we think even without the extra OT that we normally have in the months of November and December, we should be able to get very close to this by the beginning of January. And then we'll be surpassing that, just to make sure we have enough wiggle room as we keep putting money into savings while we're looking for a home. Then once we finish that, we are going to want to set aside some additional money to do like home necessities, renovations that absolutely have to be done before we move in, like paint, you know, basic but necessities. So we want to set aside $2,000 for that. And then once we are feeling comfortable and settled, we're going to move on to the next goal of setting aside 3 months of our expenses, which totals out at $13,200. So that is kind of like our long-term big goal. We haven't sat down and figured out when we anticipate to be done with that, but those are our saving goals in a nutshell. It's good to have those goals set down, and then what you need to do is go back to your budget, figure out what you can be putting aside each paycheck to have a plan set for a goal, because a goal without a plan is just a daydream, really. So make sure you have a plan for your goal, okay? All right, so back over here, you're getting a little sneak peek into December because that's when I'm recording this video. But in November, you can see that we paid $565 into our house savings, and then $60 into our kids account. Then here you'll see that this dipped down right here. So our second paycheck in November, we only put $375 into our house savings. So you can see that this is a little bit lower than our $425. And then especially in the month of December, you'll see that we won't be putting quite as much into savings as well, because again, we're not doing as much overtime these 2 months. And I don't really keep track of our rent because it's $600 each paycheck, and then $1,200 comes out at the first of the month. So unless we put extra into our rent, it's pretty much always sitting at $1,200. Since we are ahead of our bills by 1 month, we always have that $1,200 or more in there ready for rent to be taken out. Then for kids account, we did have to register for a new semester preschool for our little guy. So that number went down a little bit, but that's what it's there for. Our anniversary vacay, because our 10-year anniversary, yay, is coming up soon. So we want to do a mini/medium vacation, just me and hubby, for a couple nights. So we are going to make that work. So in 2017, keep your eyes open here on Pennies into Pearls for some travel on a budget hacks. So there you have it. There's a look at all the money that went into savings. You guys saw exactly how we break down our cash and all of that stuff over on our budget. So there you have it, guys. That is an in-depth look into our family budget for our family of 5 on a 1-income budget. If you guys have any questions at all, make sure to leave them in the comments down below. I try to get back to all of them as quick as possible to help you guys to hopefully take this information home with you. You're probably already at home. I get that. I just don't know how else to phrase it, okay? To help you guys use this information on your own family budget, maybe tweak it a little bit. I'm not a financial planner, but I do know what has worked for our family, and that is what has helped our family, and hopefully it can help yours as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm having so much fun over on Instagram with my Instagram stories. Also, there's Instagram Live, which you can only catch live. There's no replays or recording. So make sure you're following me and have your notifications turned on. Thanks you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.